Okay, let's talk about the CAP proposal. Um, we have been requested, and there's going to be probably some more additional information coming out about this. But because I'm due to a meeting this Monday, and I've kind of had directions by the dean of certain things that the university would like for us to do. So, your CAP proposal is again a group project, and what you're going to do this time is I'm going to assign you a um, probably a county. We're trying to figure all that out for sure this Monday. But regardless, you're going to identify an organization that's primarily composed of 18 to 30-year-olds, and your job is to go in to make contact with that organization and to set up a time, either virtually or in person, using safe distance protocol, um, to go in and educate that group about COVID, precautions they should be taking, and our last evidence, our latest breaking evidence about COVID. And the reason why that age group is being targeted is we are seeing that ages 18 to 30 is the demographic that has the highest increase in positive COVID tests, and is showing to have the lowest um, percentage of people taking precautions. So, at any rate, that's basically what you're going to do. I'll come back and post an updated video after I get a chance to speak to somebody on Monday that I've got a meeting scheduled with. But the CAP is three portions. So, for the first part of the CAP, which is Community Action Project, let it load here, is the proposal. And so you're going to tell me who all makes up your group, who all is in your group. Again, limiting it to the number of 4. And each student at this point must submit a copy of the proposal into the Dropbox so I can give you credit for it. You're going to give me a title of your CAP project. You're going to determine what community organization you're going to collaborate with or educate or discuss these issues with. You are going to give me the location, date, and time that you're going to do your CAP. You email that information to me via email so I can get it on a calendar. Your target group, of course, I've given you the age, but you will provide whether it's like a sorority group, then you're going to tell me it's primarily females, etc. And then you have to develop learning objectives which pertain to the educational material that you're going to do. As healthcare providers, you are seen as educational experts in the field of healthcare, and you need to get used to presenting yourself that way. So that's the purpose of this assignment. So you're going to list multiple learning objectives based upon the educational material that you're going to use. And again, just know that your learning objectives need to be phrased as the participants will. Whether it's they're going to gain knowledge, they're going to demonstrate something, they're going to discuss something, but that's what your learning objectives are. So you will do that as a group, and you will turn that in to the appropriate Dropbox. Then after, there's some guidelines that give you a little bit more information that again may not be 100% applicable to this semester, since we've kind of been asked and instructed to pinpoint certain groups. The CAP report, each individual CAP member will fill this out as well. I'm going to try to let it load. And it provides a report to me of how well things went. So again, you're going to list the members of the group. You're going to give the date, time, and location that you did your CAP. You're going to talk about your audience, approximate number of people you educated or who participated in your CAP, their gender, etc., etc. And then your reaction to doing it. Did you feel comfortable doing it? Did you wish you'd done something different? Were you surprised that the participants took part, or did they react like you thought they would and they wouldn't pay attention? Those types of things. Then you do an evaluation of what you would do differently or how you would change it. And then you're going to restate each learning objective with the clarification of that objective being met, partially met, or not met. and why you feel like the goal was achieved or not achieved. And then this part is what I consider the confidential part. So each group member does this report. And let's say there's 4 members to a group. So let's say I'm one of the group members and I do the report, and then I'm going to list all 3 group members that I worked with. I'm going to rate them based upon this scale as to did they contribute to the CAP, were they responsible and reliable, did they show up, were they a good team member, and then comments. And this is where I get that peer reflection, peer evaluation of everyone's CAP performance. So I know if there's a problem with someone not doing their portion. I really hate with group projects if you have someone who is not participating. And then you will be assigned, you're going to do your presentation of your CAP. And again, I'm not going to go into too much detail on these. You can read this because it may change a little bit depending on how this goes this semester. But normally you would present your CAP and you would do it in a way that you can video it because we don't have class time to present those. Slow loading, apologize for that. And then you're going to hit these pieces, okay? And you're going to talk about these pieces in your presentation. Your presentation should be no more than 15 minutes. And then I'm going to assign different groups to watch your presentation and do your evaluation. And their evaluation plus mine is what's going to give you your CAP presentation grade. And then they're going to be able to access those by posting those on YouTube, and these are your YouTube instructions. So again, get those questions ready for me for our Q&A Zoom